Hi, and welcome to the podcast. That's the biggest question I have since I know you. How to pronounce your artist name?
I know the question. Actually, it's WLHR.
WLHR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're called Will.
WLHR is like the restricted version. I used to listen to a lot of EDM. I don't know if you know Kashmir, the artist Kashmir.
Yes. I have sample packs from him. He's amazing.
Yeah, me too. His artist name is KSHMR. I was inspired by this thing.
That's where Okay, interesting. I did not make the connection.
Yeah.
And you started with EDM, right?
Yeah, I started with EDM in 2015, 10 years ago.
Wow, amazing. Why did you stop? Or do you still make EDM?
Well, I was pretty bad doing EDM, to be honest. I wasn't prepared. This was my first music experience, so it was very rough. I really started making something serious when I started making hip-hop trap beats.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. My dream was to be a hip-hop producer. Hip-hop actually is my biggest genre, the genre I listen every day.
Okay, sweet.
So that was my biggest goal. Then I tried so many years in that niche, but it didn't go very well. And I also liked Lofi, so I tried to make Lofi. And when I started making something video game related, then it started to grow. My audience started to grow, and that was the very start of something concrete.
Yeah, I have a similar backstory because I started with techno and it also sounded like really bad. You know, compared to the lo-fi stuff, it was like super rough and it was not good.
You're gonna make me listen something techno. I'm really curious.
Yeah, I can send you something. Yeah. And you send me your EDM stuff. Send me.
I don't have... I think I don't have my old projects. Maybe there's something on YouTube. Sometimes, like one time per year, I enjoy making something like art style. I really like art style.
Yeah. Like just for fun for yourself or...
Yeah.
Okay, that's super cool. Awesome. Yeah, and that's super interesting because end of last year, before Christmas, you dropped actually an EP with a rapper. I remember something. We chatted about the artist who made the cover as well.
I think I dropped the...
Or you produced it.
I work with a singer from here, and we're actually working on an EP. But now he's more indie pop than rap, trap, hip hop. But I enjoy working with him so much. He plays the guitar, things which I don't. So it's fun because I say like, play this. We play, record, and then we make the song.
Oh, that's awesome. And
I also had a verse, a song of him.
Oh, you sing the verse?
Yeah.
You have to show me. I'm curious to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool, man. And do you already know that you want to go more in this direction? You know, in the future with more collaborations with singers, actually.
That's what I like to do. I tried, as I said before, a career on BeatStars, like selling beats. It didn't go well. Right now, when I will have more time, which I don't know when, but I hope soon, I'd like to split my work between Lo-Fi and a new rap trap project to sell beats and have a beat store. I already have the name. I already have some beats. I just need time.
What's the name? Can you tell?
Pretty beats.
Pretty beats, nice.
Yeah.
And do you
The
already
tag-
have a fancy producer tag?
Yeah.
You have?
The tag, I paid for the tag online. It's hey, that's pretty, with a female voice.
Nice.
Very sexy.
Nice.
I love it.
Oh, so cool, man. I have to say, I would wish I could make like trap beats, but it's kind of whether you have the talent for it or not. It feels like it's so tough just to make like like the really booming 808. I wish I could do that. Like this. Boom.
Yeah. Well, the hard part is effectively having a mix that sound boom.
Yes.
Because the listener, the rappers, when they hear a beat, they want to hear boom.
Yes.
The 808 that goes boom. So the mix is very. You have to be very, I'd say, strict in the mix. To have that effect. I also try sometimes designing my own 808. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's like.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for me, my biggest struggle is really to design the 808. Because if you, let's say, mixing a part, if you're just like creating the beat and it sounds like shit in the beginning, I don't know if you can fix that in the mix later on.
Yeah, I think. I think if you have a good beat, then it's easy to mix it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Because I tried it as well, because I love hip hop music, trap music, and especially when the beat is like crazy. Yeah. But I really struggle with that.
Have you tried something?
I tried.
You're gonna make me listen also that, so.
If I did not delete everything, I will send you something. Maybe we can work on something together on this.
Why not?
Because
also,
I would love to do like the mix, because mixing, I would say, I'm good with that. But like making like the sound design of the bass, I kind of suck at that, because we also produce songs together. And they usually mix very bass heavy, and the bass is like very here. Not like classic lo-fi doesn't have that much bass,
Yeah.
That's really not the issue. And like normal bass is also not, but 808s, that's like, oh my God, this is a whole other sphere.
I also tried making some lo-fi with 808. Sometimes it feels really good. Sometimes.
Okay.
I know some tracks also from other artists that I hear that and that it's lo-fi. Why it slaps so hard? That's amazing.
Yeah, I see that.
But that's not my style, honestly. My style is more slow-paced.
Laid back.
Yeah, my bass is usually long notes.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that follow the chords. So very, very easy bass.
Yeah, bass lines are also like art style for itself. Making like good bass lines, you need to have at least like some practice with the bass, because I think this is so hard to come up with like, a catchy bass. EDM is easy. EDM, you just make like a rolling 16 notes, like.
Yeah.
Also, what? Yeah, sorry.
I think bass lines are like a side quest on the song. You can make a good song with a simple bass line, but if you want the 100% root, a bass line that is very created helps.
Yeah, I see that.
But I usually don't do this. So
I like how you call it a side quest. Like,
Yeah, like a side quest.
That's so cool.
Not the main quest. You can wait. You can proceed. You can proceed without that.
Yeah,
But
you can.
If you do that, that's like more exp, more loot.
Who brought you into lo-fi? Did you have like an inspiration, like listening to a special, like a certain song or like a mix?
My first contact with lo-fi was, XXX Tentacion.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
His lo-fi beats, like Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares. How is called that song? I don't remember right now. I don't remember how the song is called, but they're all sampled by this artist called Shiloh Dynasty.
Okay.
Which is this mysterious boy or girl. We don't know if a boy or a girl.
It's like completely hidden and just making beats without a face.
Yeah,
crazy.
The voice could be a man or a woman. We don't know.
Okay.
Just guitar and voice. And this rapper took these samples to make lo-fi beats and rap on it. That was my first contact with lo-fi. I heard this and I was like, whoa, that's cool.
That's crazy because I haven't heard those songs by him. The ones that are kind of more famous are the ones that have like more heavy. They are like lo-fi, but like trap lo-fi. The ones that I know, like Sad, his most famous song. They're like slapping super hard.
No, the songs are lo-fi, just lo-fi. Slow beats, drums like this, and a sample with guitar and voice. Very chill, very sad, and it works. It was so good. What I like in lo-fi is how can be easy. How can you keep it simple but still have a good result?
Yeah, I think the most catchy songs are always super simple.
Yeah.
Because the easier the song is, it has to be catchy, obviously. But if the song is super easy, it will stuck in your head, If the lyrics are easy, like the rap songs that are not that meaningful but super catchy. For example, Baby No Money. He doesn't have like a lot of depth in his.
I love him.
Me too, big fan. But he doesn't have like a lot of. He don't say a lot. Yeah. But what he says kind of stuck in your head for the whole day.
Yeah, you can go all the day like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Or recently, I got more into Young Gravy. Oh my god.
I don't know him honestly.
He made a lot of songs together with Baby No Money. Like...
Oh, is the one in Czech, maybe?
Could be. I'm not fully sure if Czech is with Gravy. But like the songs that sound like, this kind of Brazilian funky influences in the beats that they have? Or like 80s influences, that's like the two styles when they collaborate.
I don't know that song. Wait, I'm just checking on Spotify. He collaborated with Baby No Money.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
If they collaborate, they call
a lot of songs I don't know.
Yeah, they call it like Baby Gravy, I guess.
Yeah.
If they collab together, you should check it out. You will love it.
a lot of songs I have to listen because I don't know these songs.
And don't miss out on. This is like a song that is stuck in my head for like 2 weeks now, called "Whip It Tesla," and Young Gravy made like such a smooth like Pokemon line in the text, like
what?
Yeah. Like Articuno on my neck, Pikachu on my patek, Gravy gonna catch them all every time he's got a check. Something like that. That's so crazy.
Crazy.
And like the hook is like, I hear the words like constantly in my head, like whip a Tesla, whip a Tesla. No, hey Alexa, how many bitches can we fit in the Tesla? That's like the hook. I love that crazy shit.
Yeah. In Italy, there's this rapper called Kid Yugi.
Yeah?
Which is honestly a rapper that is very street, very hardcore sometimes, still young, but a great talent. And he's also a nerd, just by the name Kid Yugi, you can tell.
Yeah.
And sometimes he make these Pokemon quotes, but in trap songs about crime, about drugs.
Crazy.
And he brings out Pokemon in that.
I also discovered, this Brooklyn rapper Contrast.
I don't know him.
He made like so many like Naruto-based songs.
Ooh.
And now he kind of switch and make kind of like gangsterish, but like not too much gangster music, like a little bit. But it sounds so bad, like bad in a good way. Like, so the beats are like, wow. He have like the bass lines in the songs. When I listen it into the car, like the whole car shakes. Like, it's crazy. I have to send you. You will love it.
What's the name?
Contrast.
Contrast. I'll check. I honestly listen mostly to Italian rap.
Yeah.
I listen very low, a few of international artists. Baby No Money, I discovered him, for example, very recently, and I really like also his exposure, how he... I see him and I think we made the right person famous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
Not a bad person, at least from what we see on social media. But
he's super lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely. How can someone hate on him?
Yeah, true.
He supports his community. He a lot. He posts videos made by community. That's really good. You see this person which is so much famous.
And the weird, not the weirdest, but the best fact about him, he's like one of the few artists, he always splits 50-50 with the producer on each track.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he's like one of, I don't know, maybe 5 rappers who does that. And he says it in every interview, like, he's so grateful for the producers behind his songs. He could not make a different split than just go 50-50 on each track. He's crazy.
Let's gonna be these producers.
yeah. That would be amazing.
Right now.
Do you have like a big and active like rap scene in Italy? I know that you have an active music scene.
Yeah, there's a really, really too much big scene, especially in the last years. The last years were like new rappers come out, millions of streams, and then 9 months we forget about him. It's like they're recycling.
Yeah.
It's very sad. You see very few artists that come up
and stay.
And yeah, but because there's nothing interesting in a lot of new artists. There are very few that can bring something new, can say something interesting. A lot. There are just gangster, but in a boring way.
Yeah,
we have already heard that concept in the same exact way dozens of times. So personally, I'm bored of this.
Yeah, I totally see that. I mean, they kind of recycle what is there, and we need like new, very innovative music.
Yeah.
I would say. Because at the moment we're kind of, I don't know, we don't get much new stuff that is like defining, let's say, a new genre. Like something, like all, let's say, every generation has like their artists that kind of define their own style. When we go back to the 70s, they had like a special style. Then we had the 80s, was completely different. Then the 90s, with all that pop punk, I love it. Was a great time. Then we had the 2000s where more like R&B and pop was there. And it feels like since, let's say, 2000, around 2018, since then, or maybe we didn't discover it, but it feels like there's nothing like groundbreaking, like rule breaking, like something big and new that is completely different than everything before.
I think that you're right. Things that could be are like niche, like hyperpop, like plug and be. There are a lot of genres that could be groundbreaking, but are just niche.
Yeah. A reason could also be that we have like so many new artists. Like it feels like every month we get like thousands of new artists in the market. And also with like, with the technology of people come up with like, they get big by TikTok and stuff. It's not the same way as it used to be. It's more like you get viral, you have a viral hit.
Yeah.
And then you are like on top for a while and then it goes down again. That's really sad.
Yeah, like I remember last year, I heard Sabrina Carpenter everywhere. I was like, who? Where did she come from? How is it possible that like no one was talking about her just a few ago, and now she's on the top? I don't know. Sabrina Carpenter is just an example, but this is the fact is there is nothing that is exploding to stay. Nothing here to stay. Yeah. Nothing is here to stay. It's like you use it, you throw it. That's sad.
It is.
It's like plastic. That's just plastic.
I kind of think we're probably, we're at the like last part of an era probably where like everybody gets bored of like the recycling of the music that is already, let's say, doing well. I mean, a very good example is, One Heart when he made the Snowfall song that went like super viral and was used in every TikTok. That was kind of new style. But now, like, so many people try to copy that. And it's not special anymore because, if he was the only artist doing this music, it would be like a special thing. But now you have like so many copycats doing the same. And now this whole dark ambient style is so saturated, and within like, I don't know, 2-3 years, that it got like completely oversaturated with like new artists doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, there's that was I say it was that's what I was saying also with the Italian rap scene. This is it. There's something new, and then there are the copycats. Lot of copycats, and you're like, oh, this was interesting, and now it's boring. So sad.
Yeah, I think it's kind of also, but that's just a theory of myself, that we live in times where, you see people get viral fast and get famous fast. And a lot of people kind of want this very quick success now. Let's
Yeah.
say, for example, one of my favorite rappers is Jack Harlow.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched some interviews, and yeah, obviously he popped up overnight with the one song. What was it? Can't remember.
Giancarlo Stay. He was in Stay. No, that's not Giancarlo.
Was popping when the track Was Popping came out.
Yeah.
He went like super famous, but this guy made like rap music for more than 10 years before he went viral with this song.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the reason for copycats is usually, I think the people don't want to work 10 years on their own art style and their own, like on their style,
Mm-hmm.
and wait for the success to come in, but rather like copy something that is already working and hope for like, okay, I copy the most famous artist right now, and tomorrow I'm famous. Like I think this is this kind of mindset that we got like with the actual generation,
Mm-hmm. But I also think part of the fault of this, it's for the measure that are, as how to say, they're riding this wave.
Mm-hmm.
They're happy of this wave because they can have these big artists that they juice them until there's nothing more, and then they proceed with the new one. The old gets forget. And it's sad, I can talk about Italian scene because that the scene I know better. There's this rapper called Safe, which is very new, very fresh, and now he's went into the mainstream. I'm super happy because I know Safe since I don't know, almost 10 years, because he was a friend of a friend.
Okay, crazy.
And now he's into the mainstream. I'm liking so much what he's doing, but I'm afraid that the measure will use him for like 1 max 2 years and then throw it away like it was nothing, because that's how it goes now. And people are saying, who is Safe? It's an industry plant. Bro,
he made it for 10 years already.
Yeah, I knew him from 10 years ago, so he's not an industry plant. It's just that right now, the majors are what gives you really fast.
Yes.
Like in Italy, if you are very famous, if you become very famous in a short term, in a short time, the labels just give you like a tour on the stadiums, like this. You make your first big live, you make in a big stadium. That's too much. There is no. I don't know how it's said in English.
No growth. It's like you don't start with like medium stadiums and then go to the big ones.
That's not the medium stadium. That's also the big stadium. Then you fail, because that's what happens. Right now is happening with a famous singer in Italy, which is one of the most streamed singer in Italy. She has billions of streams. She's every day in every radio, thousands of times, and that's also boring because I work in a bar, so I have to listen to the radio. I listen to the same songs every day.
Then you start to hate it.
Yeah, you start to hate it. And right now there's the news that all the people are, oh my god, what a flop. She's not making a sold out in the biggest stadium of Italy. So not making a sold out in the biggest stadium of Italy is considered a flop.
And still like 10,000 tickets sold. It's like 10,000, not 12,000 sold. Like, wow.
Yeah, no, and it came out, I don't know how, there were some internal leak from the measure that the tickets were solding at like 10 euros just to fill the stadium. A lot of tickets were given like to companies just to be there, influencers, and all of this in the contract is paid by the artist, because the measure said you failed to fill the stadium, but it's the measure who booked the stadium and organized everything. So they organize a bigger thing than the one you could actually do. And then if it fails, it's your fault.
Yeah.
And you have to pay. Outside of your contracts, you have to put the money to how to say,
like the artist has to pay like for not selling out. Or
yeah.
What?
That's crazy.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And this news just came out in the recent days, and it was really, a scandal about this. Just people were like, what? Gossip. In the end, it was all gossip. But I did my research, and that was true. These contracts with the big artists have this rule. They give like 1 million. They gave you 1 million for the tour, but if you don't fill the stadium, you have to pay to fill it, because you must show that it's sold out. That's the image you have to give to the audience.
That's crazy. I mean, it's also like, I think a lot of people don't know that if you're signed with a big label, they give you money in upfront, but that's just a loan. So you usually, let's say you want to take it like super serious. Mm-hmm. It would be the smarter way to go to the bank, take a loan from the bank, and then invest like in promotion and everything for you as an artist and your tour. But then you take all the income and it goes to your pocket. Because let's say if you're signed to a big label, they give you money for promotion, money to make an album.
Yeah, that's the recording budget. Yeah,
exactly. But you have to pay that back, obviously. And after you pay that back, they still take like 60 or 70% of the sold copies. So you will lose in the end anyway. Let's say if you would take the same money from a bank, you will pay back to the bank, but every single cent that comes through merchandise sales, through CD sales. Okay, we don't have a lot of CD sales anymore, but let's say from the venue of a stadium, when you sell tickets, it will go 100% to your pocket, or let's say 50%. The other 50% goes to the government for taxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you make the better deal with yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of like relying on a big label.
Mm-hmm. There's this artist which came out very recently. It's called Hammond, an Italian rapper, which is not in the mainstream because his type of rap is called like shit talk. I think this explains everything. He's just like spitting things on the microphone,
like comedy.
Yeah, everything he comes on his mind, and it's very funny. But he says these things in a song called "I Talk with the Illuminati." Mm-hmm. Like the Illuminati is the measure, no?
Yeah.
And it explains all this thing, and it's very funny because he's not in the mainstream, and sometimes it's treated like it's a lol rap. I always thought it was lol rap, but the more I listen to it, and the more I like.
Maybe he's right.
He's saying this is in a in a way that it's hard to take seriously, but he's saying the right thing.
Mhm.
This is how it goes. So it's very funny to listen. Just like in a song, is saying, they take your money, they spend in beaches and jewels, and you don't know why, and you don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah, probably he's using this style of like comedy rap just to, it would be if he would straight up spitting those topics.
Mm.
Maybe he would get like problems with
Probably
certain people if it's like not hidden behind like some hidden behind comedy. Because I think, I'm not sure, and I don't wear a tinfoil hat or anything, but there are for sure like big organizations that that will check like the steps of, let's say, very influential people that have like a lot of outreach, and check what they are saying, in the media and all that stuff. For sure.
Yeah. Because I think the metaphor talking about the measure like the Illuminati, it's fun, but it has his own sense. Like the real major labels are like a sort of Illuminati in the sense it's something you are in or you're out. There's no the middle. Or you are in or you are out. And if you're out,
the place where I live, we have actually a free mansion club in the city where I live.
you have, sorry?
Like the free mansions, like the Illuminati, but the other like hidden group.
What do you mean?
Free mansions? The ones that you also see in The Simpsons with like the red cloaks, also there's an episode in SpongeBob about them. Yeah, we have we have that in our city as like they have a club.
Whoa!
In my city, it's crazy.
That's crazy. I thought they were like secret or something.
Yeah, a friend told me about that, and they actually have a homepage, and it's treated like a museum, and then you can also like apply for them. But I grew up in this city for more than 20 years before I figured that out. It's like, there's like no advertisement for it. It's not like you have a big poster in front of the house.
Sounds like something like Scientology, like this.
It's more like Illuminati, to be honest. It's also like a secret club, where the people meet and talk about their stuff. But as a friend of mine who, like, he knows someone whose parent is in the club, and as he told me, like, this guy who's in there is like a shop owner, and most of the people are like big in business who are in this kind of secret club, and they just like make their contracts. They make money because they connect with other rich people, and then you know what I mean. They just it's like more about doing good contracts with like influential people.
Like your friendly neighborhood Illuminati.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's more about that. It's not like drinking blood of goats and making like demonic rituals and stuff. Or maybe they do. I have no idea, to be honest.
We can't know.
But I know for sure that there is like this business side where the people are like, collaborating on different levels.
This is the reason which I think that's good. The metaphor with the music industry, I think there are people when I see a lot of people, this artist is collaborating with this artist, that's just the measure that decided this. You have to make this fit to go in the radio to make at least the 1 billion of stream, because you have to.
Oh yeah, that's so true. I mean, if you see some collaborations of like big artists that totally don't make sense, and sometimes the songs are super mid because it's just not a good fit, you know? Like if they make good music on their own and they collaborate just like to get more clout, it sometimes just turned out to be like a song where, you know, the energies of both artists are not on the same wavelength. And then you have like a super mid song. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so true.
There's also an Italian rapper who exposed a lot of the mainstream industry because he were in the mainstream industry. Then he, how to say, it was just the moment. Huh? Oh, who's there?
Cat just came by. I can show
it seems beautiful.
Look at this stick, man.
How it's called?
This is Rambo. It's actually the cat of my girlfriend. Mine is outside.
This is beautiful. He's a beautiful boy.
He is. But he needs some diet. He's super fat.
Yeah, I think chubby animals are the best. They don't have these problems.
That's true. But it's funny if I compare it to my cat. She's like always outside, like catching birds and other animals. She's like such a lightweight. You know, if you hold them up, she has like no weight at all. Like maybe 30% of this guy. Yeah. Do you also have animals?
Oh, I have a bunny.
A bunny?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wait. Mafu? I show you. Wait.
Yeah, sure.
Mafu? Vieni che ti faccio vedere. Voila.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Not so much in reality. It seems big, but it's very small.
Okay, but it looks really big.
He don't like this. He don't like to be taken.
Okay. Yeah, my cat as well. I cannot like this guy. I can just like take him, and he stays. If I take my cat and put it on the lap, she goes away. If she wants to be with you, she have to come by herself.
Oh, wait! I lost you for a moment. What did you say?
I just said like my cat is the same as your bunny. If I take her like on my lap, she runs away. But if I just like do nothing, then she comes from her side, then she stay. But you cannot like say, hey, come to me. Nah.
Yeah, I understand. But actually, this is my girlfriend's bunny. She moved in my place recently, so she also took the bunny.
Oh, and, awesome.
So we are still familiar. I would say we are still becoming friends.
Okay, yeah, it needs some time, I guess.
Yeah. Usually, my girlfriend can take it on her lap, and he's like,
How old is he?
I think he's 2 years.
Okay,
2 years.
Still super young.
Yeah. He's very young.
Awesome.
He's just a baby.
And he runs around in the flat like.
Excuse me.
And he can run around in the flat.
Yeah. He's free.
That's super cool.
His favorite spots are like under the kitchen table or under our bed. Actually, he sleeps where we sleep.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
You said that you live in the mountains in Italy?
Yeah. I live in the region is Emilia Romagna. I don't know if you know it. It's
No.
the Appennini.
The what? Sorry?
The Appennini Mountains.
No,
But,
no, I don't know.
Technically, Appennini goes from the north to the south, so it's very generic. It's like it's still north, but not so north, like middle North Italy.
Okay, but then you are pretty close to Switzerland.
Hmm?
Then you are pretty close to Switzerland, right?
Not so much.
No?
I think let's see.
Because like the north side of Italy is like the next to Switzerland.
I grew up in Milan, technically, which Milan is pretty near to Switzerland. Are you in the German part? I think.
Yes. I'm like exactly in the middle. If you if you look at the Swiss map, you could not be more in the middle. It's like in the center of the country.
Let's see.
But on the same time, it takes like maybe 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then I'm in Italy by car.
Yeah. Oh, from here it's almost 6 hours.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
No, if you look at the Italy map, the nearest big city is Bologna. I don't know if you know Bologna.
No, but I also have to say I suck at geography. I'm so bad at it.
Don't worry. But the biggest city I have near here is Bologna.
Okay, interesting.
But Bologna is a city in the plain. I'm in the mountains, which is called Appennini. This is Mount Cimone.
Okay, that sounds cool. And because as I only know like the places in Italy at the ocean, because usually when going to Italy, you want to go to the ocean and chill at the beach. But I only was like in Italy for 2 times and was both time at the beach.
Talking to if you went to the sea in Italy, have you ever been to Rimini?
No.
Or do you know Rimini Riccione?
I heard about it, yes, but I was never there.
I'm in the same region.
Okay,
I'm in the same region.
Interesting.
That's the same region. I'm like 2 hours from the sea.
Okay, but that's cool. I mean, just hop in the car and having 2 hours and then you are at the ocean, that's awe. I would love to have that, honestly. Also, I would love to live in Italy just for the food. To be honest, I love Italian food.
I'm honestly living in Italy just starting to be like, it's good to be here for the holiday. For the rest, I'd like to move. Like to move.
Do you have a dream destination?
More than a dream destination, it's more like realistic, for work, economy, politics, and also my taste. I think Spain will be the more appropriate destination for me because it's also a Mediterranean country, so Italy and Spain are not so different.
And I guess it's easy for you to learn Spanish because it's similar, right?
Yeah. I don't speak Spanish perfectly, but I understand it. When people talk to me in Spanish, I understand it. So Spain would be a good destination. For now, I just want to move from the mountains and go at least near also a small city. But here I'm very... the working here is like summer. Well, you can't have a life. You have to work 7 on 7, and
that's tough.
That's tough because we have tourism, and in this town, you work on the tourism or you don't work.
Do you have a lot of tourism in the mountains?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like people coming for hiking. Then
the type of tourists here are like the it's Sunday. People from the city, which is like 90 minutes from here, we have like a daily hike. We go to my town. So there's a lot to work in summer, and you can't have a life. Right now, I'm struggling to split my time between my relation, between my hobbies, between my work, between music. It's very hard in this period. So I'd like to move in a place where you can live more easily, not by the tourism.
Yeah, and you kind of also need that to get like the extra time for music and everything. I can imagine that it's like super tough, like working every day for like 10 hours or more.
For now, I have 2 days of 2 days to relax. That will become 1, and then will become 0.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah, 7 of 7. It will be tough.
And in the winter, do you also have like skiing tourism?
Yeah. Here there are the ski plants. So wow. I have also worked in the ski plants in the past. Right here, as a young, you have to work like restaurant, bar, shops, or the ski plants. Everything related to the tourism. And it's tough. So I am just right now. I'm seeing through with my girlfriend to move.
Okay.
Also because if I want to see my friends, I have to drive 90 minutes.
Oh, that's tough. That's even more tough.
Yeah, having one free day and have to drive hours to see the friends is coming to be very, very tough. So
then that's like 3 hours just to go back and forth.
Yeah,
just to go there and then come back. It's again 90 minutes.
Yeah, wow. So right now I'm just in the mindset that, okay, this summer is going to be this. Autumn will come. Since autumn, we'll start plan what to do to get the hell out of here. I'm tired.
Move directly to Spain.
Yeah, maybe. No, right now, just something easier. Just go to the nearest city here. Not so much.
Okay.
Just to have a relax. I also would like to have a part-time work since music is paying something. Having a part-time job, maybe I don't earn so much, but I compensate with music. And I have more time
to actually do music.
Yes, to actually focus on music and make that become my first work, my first job.
That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. I wish, and I think you can do that. You do amazing music, and I'm pretty sure that you can achieve that.
I really hope so. Just seeing in the last 2 years how things have changed. That's crazy. 2 years ago, I started the Canto Chill project with the music from Pokemon Red and Blue. And before I started, I had like 200 monthly listeners on Spotify. Right now, I'm at 40,000 monthly listeners. In 2 years, seeing all this, I'm like, what?
That's an amazing achievement, bro.
Yeah.
This is so good.
I remember when I saw the Spotify Wrapped of last year, and it was like 4 millions of streams. For me, it was like,
that's amazing.
Millions. What? When did this happen? How?
Totally deserved it, man. Totally deserved it.
And I really like to share all of this. If you see, most of my projects are collab. I barely make
Like solo music.
music by myself, because when I listen to the full album, and it has like I don't know, 15 different collabs, I'm like, wow, this album is interesting because it sounds very various.
And dynamic, like, yeah, exactly. It's like a
Yeah,
journey then.
you have your own style. I collab with I don't know, Shia, which is the person which I collab the most.
Yeah, I saw that recently.
Yeah,
YouTube went crazy on collabs.
yeah, Shia is my number one. I don't know what to do. Shia, would you like to collab?
Oh, that's
She's
great.
become my number one. And also, no, I like the style of Vir de Ponte. I really like to collab more with him. I had one or two collabs we had. I'd like to collab with him again. I think it's my in this genre, in the Lo-Fi VGM, it's my favorite artist, Vir de Ponte. And it's beautiful to see. I have like my albums have like 30. The one I'm working right now, Ho and Chill, it will be 36 tracks, I think.
Wow.
And
This
sometimes,
is cool.
Sometimes I'm a bit overwhelmed by this. Like, damn, I have to work on all of these tracks, and I made this problem almost 1 year ago. So there are people that are like, hey, we had a collab, and I think, yeah, sorry. It's
I need
just
to finish more songs.
This year, things got a bit hard for work. Also, I had to stop releasing music for the release I had with Kuraga Records. There's this contract that says that to focus your full social media attention on the project you release with them, you can't release anything else in a certain window of time.
Oh, crazy.
And it was very good for me because I had time to
work on the album at least.
Yeah. Because I was very late with my releases. I was like, for the first time, in January, February, I was like, okay, I don't have any track coming next week. I made something wrong because I always had a track coming for the next week. I remember last year, like in this moment of the year, I had my releases programmed since October.
Wow.
And this year, I found myself struggling to have the release for the next week. Things becomes harder, unfortunately, with work. I have also changed work. It's not going better, so much better. But at least on the end of the day, I'm happy. In the end, I'm pretty happy.
That's satisfied. The most important part.
Yeah,
that you are happy. And I mean, I think this. I know it from my side, I had also phases, like you said, where every week new release, new release. But that was so overwhelming. And I have to say, since I also do this podcast, I kind of also stepped a little bit back from releasing every week. Because it's just like, on one side, it's like super overwhelming. And on the other side, I kind of realized that just like taking breaks between releases, but therefore like taking more time to work on a track, sometimes gives the better results. Also, there were phases where I worked every single day on new music, every single day. And it kind of went to a certain point, and then it started to sound very similar, like from the style. And now I take more time, to talk with people. That gives inspiration, to listen more to music and doing other stuff like, playing maybe video games, listening to the music there and get like new inspiration in. And now it's way easier without the pressure on the one side. And I think the quality of the music increased since then.
Well, I'd really like to take a step back and maybe split the time I dedicate to music into different projects. Like, okay, we'll continue make Pokemon beats, VGM beats, but also, for example, the hip hop trap project that I was talking before, and other stuff. But there's still something that stops me. I'm like, okay, but I know that this thing I'm doing is working.
Mm-hmm.
What if I dedicate less time to this and more time to another thing that won't work?
Mm-hmm.
And I also always have this fear, I'm like, what if I try something new and it doesn't work? And so since my time is very limited right now, I chose to, okay, let's keep this thing because I know it works. I know people will listen to this. I know it will go right.
Yeah, I would like not completely stop with as long as it's still fun for you to make, when you don't feel like when you don't have like the feeling, oh no, I have to make a new beat.
Yeah.
If you're in this situation, then better just focus on what makes you more happy.
Yeah, sometimes I find myself in this situation.
Because I think, or just take a little break and then come back to it. I think it's important, for your mental health to kind of at least be honest with yourself. Like if you're, these days when you are super motivated making a beat and it sounds so much better than when you think, oh my God, I have no release for next week. I should now put a song out. And then you listen to the song and then you think, oh my God, this is so trash.
Yeah, it sucks when it happens. And right now, I think I can't do that because I have already talked with a lot of people. We already, I would say, set up a collab. So I would have to write to, I don't know, 15 people to say, hey, sorry, the collab is going late. So I just prefer to close this project, the Ho and Chill project, and then focus on something else. I have lots of ideas, also in the Lofi VGM or in other things, and I have a lot of albums that I'd like to make. I played this year. I played Metaphor Rifantasio. I really love to make a cover of that game. I just want to have more time, so that will be something, like that free myself.
Yeah.
And for this, I really hope that July and August will fly away in a snap. September will come and I can chill. I can go back to a more chill schedule.
Yeah. It will. In the end of the day, September will come anyway.
I see the calendar. I think, wow, it's the end of June.
Yeah.
It flew away, June. I think it was yesterday.
Hey, this whole year feels like it just started yesterday and now half of the year is past. And it feels, it's so crazy, like within the last few years, it feels like every year passes by a little bit faster than the year before. It's crazy.
Do you think maybe it could be due to the COVID?
Definitely.
In the COVID, it was extremely slow.
Yeah.
It was like time stopped.
I loved it. To be honest, I loved it. It was like super chill.
Yeah, for that part, I loved it too. It was, like, okay, we can chill.
Yeah.
That was the
The
beautiful
whole
part.
side effects, with the whole everything was closed and no socials and this and that. That was shit. That was
Yeah.
totally shit. But just having like a few years going by slowly and you have kind of time to breathe and live, that was so fantastic.
Yeah, I think the first year of the pandemic was one of the best year for me because it was a very chill year. No pressures, no nothing, just chill.
And you had time to do whatever you want.
Yeah. In this period, I started with Lofi Pokemon. It was good. I had this idea in my mind for a bit, and then I just made it, and I'm pretty happy of how it's going.
Yes, it's fantastic, man. I would say let's play a little track of yours.
Okay.
For the listeners. The thing is, you can unfortunately not hear it in the same time, but just as a little showcase song for the listener of the podcast. Do you have a favorite beat of your Pokemon releases?
It have to be Pokemon.
No, it can be something completely else.
Because I'd like to listen to something from the latest Nier album.
Yeah,
especially Amusement Park. I'd like to say
Amusement Park.
Yeah, I think this album I made is my favorite project I have ever made, and I am so proud of this. So yeah,
Okay,
I'd say Amusement Park.
Then I play it for the listeners as our today's showcase song. Oh man, I saw the release of yours with Shia on that album, but I'm honest, I kind of forgot to listen to it, and this is so cool. Oh my god, this sounds amazing.
Thank you. I really think making this album gave me a spark that I was needing because I was pretty anxious about this because I proposed this to Shia without an idea. There was an idea which was replacing the vocals with the violin.
Yeah.
But for the part that I had to do, I had zero ideas.
Okay.
So I started with the first track and I was like, I don't know, let's see if the idea is good. I sent this to Shia. Shia sent me the violin. I mixed all together. I listened to the final result. I'm like, wait, if all the album is gonna be like this,
Amazing.
Really amazing. After finishing the first track, which is City Ruins, I really understood that this could be a huge project, and I dedicated all of myself. I really think it's my favorite project of mine.
Okay.
Is
Interesting.
for the music I have released, it's my favorite, absolutely.
And it also has like a little bit different style from the tracks that I know from you. It has it's still like lo-fi chill beats, but it's in a different style somehow.
And after then I started adopting that style more, especially for the choice of the sound, the drums. I started making things more like that.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe it was a project that was needed for you to get like, new inspiration, or like just a break from, from the old habits. And that's sometimes super important, just to kind of, we humans tend to learn something and then kind of repeat and repeat what works. But sometimes you really have, like Linkin Park said, you have to break the habits.
Yeah. I really think this album made like what could be a sort of definition of my style. For me, especially for me, first person, I made this album. Making this album was like defining my style.
Wow, that's cool to hear. Yeah, I love to hear that.
I think I'm still working on it, but the more I grow, the more I see that I'm still defining my style, but I'm going into a direction. It's taking its shape, and it's cool. I never thought of having my own style, like every artist has, and maybe also in an unconscious way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like it's like I'm having. I'm recognizing it. Like I already had this, and now I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a pattern. I'm like, oh, but in my songs there this pattern. So this is my style. I'm starting to recognize this.
Okay, so you consciously now understand what your style is, and just not like doing it blindly, and then kind of it's not like in the beginning you form your style by trying out, and now you kind of found your own your own methods. Interesting.
Yeah, and I think that this album is the starting point of this, because it released just now, but we made this 1 year ago. We finished working on this about 1 year ago. I remember it was July when the label accepted to work with us. So yeah, in this period, I think we already had the album ready. Yeah.
Awesome.
I was in Paris. I remember I was in Paris when the label accepted the album, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Nice. Yeah, this sounds fantastic. I have to listen to the whole album now.
If you'd like to.
Yeah, I really enjoy the style, and oh no, now I'm kind of brain dead. What did I want to say? Just having a blackout.
Don't worry, it happens every time to me.
Yeah, but I think, was this like the first project in a while besides like the Pokemon VGM music that you made?
Well, I made last year. I made another collab album with Jembei, and it was a Persona 3.
Okay.
Persona 3 album. And we worked on the Pandora Arts,
Yeah,
and it was also a
recently.
break. Technically, I still have to finish that. I'm still missing the last 2 episodes.
Hey, me too. Me too.
Of
I'm
Pandora
honest with
Hearts.
you. I binge watched like a lot. I think I missed 6 episodes still.
Yeah, I missed just the last 2. I still have to watch them. And then, other than collabs, I have no projects of mine outside of Pokemon, if I remember well. Just I check because I tend to forget also my things. Last year I had the Husband Hotel.
Yeah. We worked on that as well.
You also had a collab.
Oh, that's by the way my most streamed track, the one that we made together there.
That EP, I don't know how, but it was crazy.
Yeah.
I know
it
how.
Was.
The Husband Hotel and the Hello Boss fandom is very affectionated to the music because it's a musical, so you have to be affectionated to the music.
Makes sense.
So there are a lot of playlists also of covers. The fandom is very interested in covers from the fandom. I found this playlist on Spotify, which was a fun playlist, and it was a huge playlist. I tried every way to stalk the creator of the playlist and find it. I had to go through a lot of fury on Twitter, but I found the creator. I spent like an hour on Twitter
just to find the creator
in the fury stuff for adult, but I found because I couldn't find the creator, but I found the artist which had made the
cover.
The cover, because it was credited on Spotify, the artist.
Yeah.
And a lot of the fandom is into this thing. So I was like 1 hour like, okay.
I did not know that.
Let's scroll this. But I eventually found the creator that was very excited to add the tracks to the playlist. And damn, it was a huge success. I didn't expect this. Really didn't expect this. Can't wait for the next season.
Oh, count me in on that, because the tracks are really... the soundtracks are great. I also, after we made that project, I actually watched the first season of the show, and it's super funny.
Yeah. It's very funny. Also, sometimes it's deep. It's an interesting show. Very interesting. Also, an episode in particular, a song in particular, helped me through a very hard period last year. And the song is "Loser Baby," which then became the most streamed track of the album.
Yeah.
And "Loser Baby" really helped me pass through a hard period last year. So it came in the right moment for me. It came really in the right moment.
Yeah, I have to say the tracks, like from the original series, they are fantastic. They're really fantastic.
They're fun. They're well synced, interesting, very beautiful. Yeah. I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, me too. Very curious for that.
Also, there's the spin-off, which is very interesting, Hello Boss.
I haven't watched that.
I suggest you to. It's very interesting. It's full on YouTube, the spin-off.
Oh, you can watch the whole thing on YouTube?
Yeah. The spin-off is fully on YouTube.
That's amazing.
They announced that the next season will be on Prime, like the
first one.
The main series. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I just tested Prime, like the test month.
Yeah.
And I was actually searching for a movie that I really want to watch, and I found it never nowhere to watch. And then Google said it's on Prime. It was not on Prime or not anymore.
Yeah, same thing. It's that's because the country, the country licenses. Google says it's on Prime, yeah, but not on your country.
Yeah, because I really want to watch the Terry Pratchett movies.
Excuse me.
The Terry Pratchett movies. He's like a book author, and he writes like fantasy books, but are like super trippy. But we also know that the artist Terry Pratchett is the author who write the books. He used to take like psychedelic mushrooms and then write the books. It's a lot of fun. It's like, it's the story feels like a really trippy Dungeons and Dragons campaign. It's hilarious. I can really how do you say, recommend the books.
How is it called?
The artist is Terry Pratchett, and
how is it written?
Wait, I have a book here I can show.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry. It's actually Terry, like this.
Terry Pratchett.
Oh, wait. I think it's flipped, right?
No, it's right.
Oh, okay.
It's just the title is in German, so I don't know German.
Yeah, but it's like the.
No, yeah, I found it.
Author is, and he wrote like different. There are like different lines about different characters, and they all come together in the end.
Yeah. He made a series for. No, wait.
There are also like 2 movies.
He wrote Good Omens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the series on Prime Video of Good Omens.
Yeah, but I think this is not related to this. How is it? It's the. Let me Google it. Let me Google it real quick. What's the English name? Discworld. Yeah, that's the English word, Discworld. It's like the world that he describes is like a disc, like a flat Earth, but on the back of a big turtle that is flying through space. It's so trippy. It's so funny. He have an amazing humor. It's like comedy and fantasy. It's so cool.
Damn, I'm seeing his compared to Tolkien as a fantasy writer, so it must be a big writer.
Yeah. And he made like, I don't know, I guess 20 books from the Discworld alone. And you have like this line of this one very bad magician that can not spell any, not cast any spells. Yeah. And there are like 4 books about him. And also 2 movies. That's the 2 movies I wanted to watch on Prime, like The Colors of Magic and The Light of Fantasy, or The Color of Fantasy and The Light of Magic. Something like that.
It could be The Color of Magic and The Fantastic Light, maybe.
Yes. That's the...
In Italy, there's they're translated like this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then other books are like about city guards, also like multiple books. Then he have like multiple books on the story of like the Reaper.
Jack the Ripper.
No.
The Reaper.
With
The Death.
The Death. Yeah.
The Green Reaper. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, the Grim Reaper, and he has like a like a cute little dog who he's talking to and stuff. It's so funny. It's really funny. I love his books.
It's very interesting. Terry Pratchett. I'll say this.
Yeah, that's like the biggest fantasy book recommendation that I give to everyone. It's also, it's not just like really well written, it's just so funny. It's exceptionally funny.
Like the Tolkien version of Rick and Morty, sounds like.
Yes. Yes. That's a very good comparison, to be honest. That's amazing. Sweet.
It was funny what you said. What is a D&D campaign on acid?
Yeah, it is. It is exactly like that, because it's like no secret that he took a lot of mushrooms when writing the books. Like in the process of writing the books, he was high on shrooms.
Yeah, so the result must be like that.
Yeah, it's very influenced by that.
It's interesting. I'll take a look. I'll surely take a look.
Yeah, or if it's like available in your country, just like watch the movie. You will really laugh your ass off.
The movie is?
The movie is that with fantasy, Colors of Fantasy, or no?
The Fantastic Light, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Those two titles. The movies are great.
Fantastic.
After like after not.
Then it's a film from the 30s.
Oh no, it's a little bit. It's made a little bit later. It's like already in color. But yeah, after like hours of searching through the internet, I found at least like a page to watch it, like this illegal pages to watch movies from, because I could not find it anywhere. And I wanted to watch it on Prime because of, quality, because it's like in HD or more HD, because it's an old movie. Yeah. And then I had the Prime and I watched Habsin Hotel to just like finish the circle.
Is it about a gay firefighter?
About what?
A gay firefighter?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so I've seen the wrong Light Fantastic.
No. It's about an old man who's trying to study magic at like, the Magic Academy, like Hogwarts, for example, but he cannot remember any spell, and so he cannot.
I found it.
Yeah.
There's a film a movie with the same title, which is about a gay firefighter. I was like, I don't think this is about the gay firefighter.
No, that's something different. I didn't knew that. Okay. Okay, man. I would say we're now recorded the pod for like 1.5 hours. I would say for this episode, let's take a stop here. But before we end it, do you want to share something with the listeners?
Something like music, something like...
or some nice words, something inspiring.
I'm really bad at it, but I'll try. I'd like to say both in music but also in general for life. There are moments when things are going bad in a way you think there's no return. There's always return. There's always if things is going bad, someday they'll go better. I learned this, especially in the last year. There's always an easiest part after the hard one.
Okay, yeah, there's like always a circle of good times and bad times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. You're not that bad at this. That was an amazing thing.
For my experience, I think it's the most intelligent thing I can say.
No, it's amazing. It's great. And thanks a lot for taking the time to be on the podcast. And it was really nice to actually now get to know you. Since we already made like a bunch of collabs in the end of the day. But we...
Yeah, 4 or 5, I think.
Yes, exactly. And when you're like... I know you were busy, I was busy with the whole music thing. And you never take the time to really get to know each other.
Yeah.
And that was also one of the reasons why I made this podcast, just because I wanted to like have a normal, just like conversation about life and music and everything with people I collabed with, or just like people from, our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very, very nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun also for me.
Sweet. And yeah, if you want, and if you have like more quiet times, because like you said, now it will go just more up with work. Let's have another podcast like in September when you are like, you have time to breathe.
Maybe in October.
Or October, yeah.
I'll take September to... I would say to
just relax.
Yeah, to clean the mess. To clean the mess. So in October, I'll be a new person.
Oh, that would be so interesting. Just like to see what happened. Meanwhile, maybe you are then in a new house.
I'd really like to. I'd really like to.
Sweet. Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks to you. It was very fun.